So yeah, whether you're punching the clock or hitting the trails, I'm glad you joined me for another episode of Coffee with Dubs. So come on in, it's real today. All right, we made it to the end of the work week. And honestly, I think some of us deserve a little more credit than we give ourselves, because every victory doesn't have to look so dramatic. Sometimes the win is simply making it through the week without completely losing your mind in that noise of modern life. Work schedules, appointments, responsibilities, and stress. The constant notifications, the weird emotional exhaustion that comes from trying to stay functional in a world that never really slows down anymore. And I have been here for it lately. This week's been a lot of balancing responsibilities, handling medical routine stuff, trying to maintain energy and trying to stay creative even when the work week is naturally pulling my focus away from the art side of my brain. And I know a lot of you are living around in that same tug of war every day, trying to survive, trying to build something meaningful, while also trying to keep yourself at the same time. But here's the thing I want to remind people about today. Just because progress is slow doesn't mean progress stopped. Because even during the weeks where you haven't made much time to physically sit down and create, the gears are still turning upstairs. Ideas are still forming, plans are still building, energy is still gathering itself for what comes next. And speaking of what comes next, I do want to make a little announcement. I've got some time off coming up, and part of that is for the usual medical routine stuff, but just a little life maintenance to make sure the machine keeps running properly. But the other part, the more exciting part, I'm finally going to be sitting down to prime that canvas, the 7x3 foot piece for the giant coloring project, and honestly, I'm pretty pumped about it. Because this thing has existed in pieces inside my head for weeks now. Layouts, concepts, visual storytelling. I'm trying to build something that feels creative, interactive, and community-driven all at the same time. And now I'm finally reaching that stage where the physical process is starting to begin, and that matters to me. And not just because it's some big art project, but because it's proof of something I've been talking about. Purpose is often built quietly while life is happening around you. Sometimes your dream isn't dead. Sometimes it's just waiting for enough space to breathe. And I think I needed that reminder, because right now, it's really easy to feel behind in life, especially online. Everyone's constantly showing up, highlight reels, big victories, big announcements, big accomplishments. Meanwhile, the most real growth happens slowly in the background where nobody's clapping for it yet. Primer coats, sketches, rough drafts, planning stages, quiet persistence. That stuff counts too. Actually, most meaningful things are built there first. And maybe that's the energy I want to leave this work week with. Stop disrespecting the preparation stage of your life and just because it's not flashy yet. Foundation matters and the recovery matters. That planning stage, the rest, the boring steps of the phase, it's all important. Because giant things rarely appear all at once. Most meaningful projects begin as awkward, unfinished pieces, sitting quietly in someone's brain while every day keeps running around them. So, if you've been feeling frustrated lately because your goals are moving slower than you hoped, don't talk to yourself about quitting during the construction phase. Some seasons are for building, some seasons are for surviving, and some seasons are for gathering that energy before the next big push forward. And maybe that's exactly where some of us are right now. Not failing, not stuck, just prepping. And honestly, that's still progress. So bring it back and we'll talk tomorrow on Coffee with Dubs.